Hey, everyone. Just waiting for people to come on. I hope you guys are surviving with thriving. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for coming on. I wanted to I wanted to come on a few days ago during the solstice, but you guys, I was in it. I was in it. It was a no joke. It was very difficult for me. I don't know if you guys had symptoms, ascension symptoms, frequency symptoms. We are changing and emerging into new frequencies. And it's been no joke. It's really been no joke. And I think everyone is feeling it. Everyone is feeling the quiet in the air, the indecision, the not knowing which way to go or what direction to go is very hard to it's like we've been in this created illusion. All of us have been in it, and now the veil is being actually removed, and we can literally understand and feel ourselves. And but you guys, it's been hard. It's been really hard. Let me know in the comments if you've been having ascension symptoms like headaches, uh, dizziness, vertigo, aches in your body, insomnia, or just plain old tired. Plain old tired. Every one I have been talking to is going through the same thing. I am very sensitive, so it was literally taking me out, and I was like, dang, this is hard. Um, but I really want to know how you're feeling. Like, how's everybody feeling? You know, what is your soul telling you? How are you feeling about your soul? Are you feeling lost in such a way? And it's not a loss of it's a different loss. It's like all the things that were familiar to you is no longer there. They're like vanishing in midair. And your life is changing, things are changing. Your how you are viewing life. Can everybody hear me? I need to take these off. I forgot to take these off. I had these on earlier. Let me know if you're having problems hearing me. I normally don't go live with these. I feel kind of awkward with them in my ear. But like I've been doing a lot on the channel about expressing what you are feeling and being able to identify what feeling is yours, what feeling is not yours. And I can say for me, it has been very difficult. It's almost like the frequency is very jumbled, if that's the best way to say. It's like things are not truly happening with clarity. And it's not that things are not clear, it's just so many things are coming into our space and so many emotions we are dealing with, and it's been like truly a roller coaster, but it's been very difficult for me. That's why I haven't been on. I have been honoring my body, honoring my soul, honoring my spirit. This frequency shift is, I don't know, have any of you guys been hearing ringing in your ears? Have any of you guys been feeling like, bouts of dizziness, bouts of dizzy spells, nauseated in your stomach, I mean, on Saturday, I was going to go in. Actually, I was going to go on Saturday, but I just couldn't bring myself to it. I was just too just out of it. And even on Sunday, I was having such a hard time. And I really believe that this has to happen in order for us to get the codes, the galactic codes, the awakening. It's like stripping the old tapestry away, the old way, the old belief systems, everything that we believed in. That's why I don't understand when people are holding on to things. We got to get out of the past injuries and come to the present. Um, when you stay in the present, you don't like, why do you spend, like, we spend so much time in the past, and all the action is happening presently. All the action is happening right now, this moment, this minute. And it's been extremely crazy. I'm just like, okay, what's next? What's next? So I thought I would come by and just tap in to see how you guys are feeling. I'm going to make an announcement. Look at my website, www.heygorgousyou.com. I sell hair extensions, wigs, you name it, I sell it. Also, in my bio is my link tree. I am a Amazon influencer, and there is hair care product. A lot of people are always asking me, what do I use for my hair? What product do I use for my extensions? And it's in the bio. Please check it out. It helps me with my channel because it is a lot of work. And I'm actually working on my studio right now. I'm actually doing two things. I'm working in my studio and working in my suite. I'm doing both, and I've just been really inundated with busyness, and soon, soon. Yes. Yeah, you can't take anything personal. Everybody's having um I think we're being affected financially, we're being affected emotionally, we're being affected in every ever area of our life. We're being tested. And that alone, with the energies on top of that, can cause some irritation and can cause, like, we are literally having a test in patience and fortitude. We're literally having a test of truly who we are. Who are we really? To a place that You can even see and feel, because all around us there's a division, there is anger, there is so much going on, which can affect how we view circumstances, situations. And that's why I'm saying, like, feelings are so, a lot of us hide a lot of times from our emotions and our feelings, and we don't allow ourselves to really tap into how we're feeling. And we need to at times, because what that is going to do is going to balance what we're truly dealing with and what we're going through. And then we can actually do an analysis to see, okay, is this me, or is it what's going on in the world? And I don't know if you guys are feeling this, is like, if I, like, I'm trying to stay out of a lot of crowds, because I need to be in touch with my emotions, and I can't have um anything invading, other than, because I'm already being invaded. So I feel if I go, when I go into a very crowded place, that I have no control of what vibration I'm going to be running into. It makes me feel very uncomfortable. And like I said, I am very sensitive to energy. So this solstice has been, and in fact, this solstice had a portal. So we are dealing, and I think I've said this over and over again, you guys, is that we're dealing with energies and situations, circumstances that we have never dealt with in, at any time in our existence. So everything, the planet alignments and everything is very new to us. So with that being new to us, we don't know how to navigate it. Like, we're learning, just like you're learning to navigate, I'm learning to navigate. Just like I'm learning to navigate, other people are learning to navigate. We are learning to navigate this energy the best way we can. That's why it's so important. Like what you just said, Lisa, is controlling, being able to be in control of our emotions, and you know, not being troubled by things, you know. And so, um, yeah, and trying not to put things off. That, like, that is my problem, because I procrastinate sometimes, and I have so many things going on sometimes. So that caters to you. I'm working on that for myself, because I have been down this whole weekend. I could not, and you know, I work full time too, and so it just, like, I could not function this weekend. You know, I could not function. Right, right. That is a, yeah, yeah. um I want to be like that. I wish I could be like that. I get so overwhelmed, because, and what I'm trying to learn is to put things in the right order, because I'm doing so much right now. I'm writing a book. I just finished a easy ebook, and that's on inner child healing. And then I work full time. So you guys, sometimes when I don't come on, it's because I am just so inundated with so much. I have so much, but I have a very creative mind, and sometimes with all this energy coming through, I need to, it's, you know, I want to help everyone in this channel. And so when things pop up, and you know, just a couple of days ago, someone asked me about inner child healing, so I did a simple ebook on that. I just haven't posted it or published it yet, But there are so many things that are going on right now, and I just want to tell you guys to give yourself some grace, to love on yourself. um we're in a very good time right now. This is a time to manifest. I know it's you know what it is. I feel like is trying to manifest in a cornfield. That's what it feels to me. It's like, okay, I'm trying to manifest, get my things done, but I'm in a cornfield where the corn is way over my head, and I'm trying to navigate in it and trying to find my way to the other side with and feeling not like I don't have a navigation system. Yeah, it's really crazy. So yeah, I've been truly feeling this shift. And I've been feeling the shift physically a lot. Physically, not emotionally so much, but physically my body is just exhausted. And then Sunday I could not sleep. I could not get to sleep. It didn't matter how hard I tried. I could not go get to sleep. So by the time I hit Monday, I'm so tired. So I spent a couple of days trying to, catch up. But I wanted to come on and just tap in with you guys and just see where you're at, see how you're feeling. Yes, yes, I'm trying to handle myself. Yes, Lisa, you are so on it. Well, okay, right now, okay, so this is one thing I want to say. I work in a salon, but I also work from home. And the reason everything is all combobulated, when I went, as you guys know, I went home a few weeks ago. I come back. Well, the salon that I work at is closing. So the CEO comes to me and he asked me, could you stay to the end? And I don't know what I was thinking. It just caught me so off guard. So I told him, and he fired a bunch of people. So I told him, okay, I will hold it down. And when you're working at a job and they're telling you how great you are, something's up, okay? So what I'm doing right now is I'm helping close out everything. And I kid you not, you guys, I'm burning the candle at both ends, and I'm really trying my best. So I understand what you're saying. Learning how to keep things separate has been very hard because everything is running together. Because I had a situational that I really can't control. Normally I can control my schedule, but this particular time I can't control my schedule because I'm actually, you know, pretty much working 70 hours a week. Plus I have one, two, three, four, five channels. I have TikTok, I have YouTube, I have my LinkedIn, I have IG, and I have Facebook. So I have five channels. And I'm very active on all the channels. So yeah, it can be overwhelming. So with that said, and all the things that I'm doing, I'm just giving myself grace because it is no way. I like if I put too much pressure on myself, I will have a meltdown. And y'all don't want me to have a meltdown. Like it ain't pretty. So what I'm trying to do is just take one day at a time. And then in the midst of this, we're going through a shift. And from what I understand, a lot of Scorpios are dealing with a lot of energy right now. So I'm just doing my best. I'm tapping in with you guys, making sure, like I said, I wanted to come on Saturday, but I couldn't move. I couldn't move. The shift was just too intense, and I was getting downloads. And when I get downloads, it takes me a few days to sort through them, to understandingly, you're a Leo? Okay. Wow. So you know what? I think Scorpios, Leos, Aquarius, Tauruses, if I'm not mistaken, these energies are really hitting us really hard. But you know what, Leos, y'all good at y'all. You know what, y'all can command a crowd. You guys have a gift. Like, you know how to command a crowd. And you guys are very good with people. I don't know. I really don't know how you guys do it. I wish I wasn't so sensitive to energy, because I'm kind of like on and off with it. Sometimes I can be in a crowd, I can be with around a lot of people, but when I'm doing integration or there's a shift or something like that, oh wow. You are good with directing. Really? So what do you direct? Like, you're like a creative artist? I have a background in creative art, but it's totally different. Like, a lot of times when I'm doing creative artwork, I'm working with someone that has a plan, and I just help them bring that plan into a vision, right? So I have something to work with. But what I'm dealing with right now, and I think what we all dealing with, is we're dealing with energies that are unseen. We're dealing with energies that are not tangible to the eye. We're dealing with emotions that we can't um we're trying to navigate through. Is that the best way to say it? We're trying to navigate through. And then what's so interesting is that the energies are very volatile, because they go up and down, up and down. You can't grasp them. You can't get a hold of them. They're not consistent. One day you can have a good day, the next day you're flooded with all kinds of crap. And so that's the one thing that I'm dealing with is just so much inconsistent inconsistency when I like consistency. My nature, I like consistency and things on a timely matter. And what I'm noticing is that there is a beautiful thing about that, because yeah, everybody's, but I think it's an individual thing. We're all trying to find clarity. We're all trying to find what we need, and I think that's the tricky part, because it's almost like it's so unclear, because the energies are going up and down, up and down, if you get what I'm saying. So we're trying to get clarity in an uncertain time, trying to get clarity in a time that's so convoluted. Is that the best way to say it? Oh, 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 my battery. In such a convoluted situation. So I think if it wasn't for all the frequency changes that we're going through, I think it would be a little more easier. That's not the one. Why is this one? I just like literally. Hold on, you guys. So I don't think it would be so bad if I don't think it would be so bad if we had stability. If we had stability in the energies. But the energies are not stable. It's like it's like an atom bomb, okay? Like when they transport an atom bomb, they literally have to be very careful or they will have an explosion. This is the energy that we're dealing with. We're dealing with energy that's very, very, I'm just losing all my light. See, that's what I'm saying. It's just crazy. So we're dealing with energy that's just can be very, very volatile, if that's the best way to say it. The energy is very volatile. And I honestly, I think it's hard for everyone. I wouldn't even put it past, even spiritual gurus are saying that it's really hard for everyone. And I'm not a big spiritual guru. I just share my experiences, you know. But I think we're all feeling it. I think it's just something that we're all feeling. I think we're all finding ourselves trying to just navigate through it, you know. Yeah, as a whole, I think everyone, even in, I think the biggest thing that we're trying to do right now in this collective is be stable in a unstable situation and unstable energy, because we're not just dealing with earthly plane, we're dealing with the cosmo too. And we can't control the cosmo, nor can we um control the natural aspect of the earth, and we're trying to control ourselves and we're trying to control our environment, but that's not even 100%, if you know what I'm saying. It's really not, because now you got to deal with the elements of other people. Unless you're living in a hole by yourself with no influences, that's the only way that you can control that. But like, we're really in the test of fortitude right now. We're in the test of patience. We're in the test of, like, how do we manifest in an uncertain time? Right, we can't be a problem. Well, that's true. That's true. That, I think, like, we put so much focus, and I just had this conversation with someone, is that we put so much focus on getting paid, and that's the tangible thing. And I'm not saying that's not important, but there's so many different types of currencies, and that's the new world that we're going into. We're going into a new type of currency, and I'm not talking about crypto. I'm not talking about, well, yeah, I just want, I go deep because I want you to understand is that the currency is not going to just be like how you transfer money. It's going to be how you connect with people. That's going to be another currency. It's going to be, you know, and think about it. When you thought about the Great Depression, what people were doing, they were trading things within their house. Well, you don't have this, I have this, why don't we trade? I want that from you, can I have this? Because we're really going into some times, and that's what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to help people and let them be aware. um it's just like the current affairs that's going on in the Middle East. I had a dream about that in 2016, and so I have to be careful what I say out loud online. I do have to be careful, but I have dreams and I'm an intuitive. So a lot of times I have foresight when we're going into things. So when I'm sharing with you, I'm sharing from my own personal foresight. And a lot of times it ends up being pretty much correct because I foresaw what was going to be happening in the Middle East years ago. I saw what happened with the pandemic years prior to it happening. You know, 9/11, it was probably, like, if I'm not mistaken, it was probably a week before 9/11. I saw it in a vision. So sometimes when you have gifts like this, you have to hold them to yourself because not everyone will understand. Not everyone will be able to conceptualize it. And it's a lot for seers. Seers have big responsibilities because they came into this construct to be that, to be seers. So you can't translate that with getting you, because how you get paid is very different. So that's why you see that in my bio I have my link tree. That's how I get paid. I'm a Amazon influencer on all my social medias. That's how I get paid, and then I work a job. Yes. So yeah. And the job that I work, I'm a hairstylist slash coach. So I do hair and coach behind the chair. So I'm doing something that I really love. All my other stuff is like an extension of what I do that I love to do. So that's pretty much it. But, I don't always think of the currency as a physical thing, but it can be. Do you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of it is to also exploring, experiencing, um, showing your gifts to the world. And Leos, a lot of Leos are influencers. I don't know if you know that. A lot of Leos, because they rule media and uh influence like that. So you should be doing something, girl. You should be doing your own thing. You seem like you can offer the community a lot. Have you ever thought about it? You know, exploring social media, because I think you would do real well with it. But you guys, I just thought I would tap in before I went to bed. I wanted to see how you guys were feeling with the energies. I want you to know that you're not alone. We are all being tested. We're all going through it. We're all feeling it. Some of us are getting physical symptoms. Some of us are getting emotional. Some of us are getting it all. So I just want you guys to know that we will get through this. We will survive. We are a strong people. And I want to show you some love. I want to thank you for coming in, showing up, showing out, and follow, and leave a comment. And I will talk to you soon. I may come on this weekend, I think. This is probably Saturday. I'm thinking Saturday I'll come on. So look forward to seeing me on Saturday. I'll be a little more rested, okay? You have a good night. Bye bye.